Hi Pisces, welcome to Peaceful Oracle. This is your monthly reading for the month of June. I had quite a bit of images and messages that came up as I was getting ready to tune into your energy. And one of them was, I saw like a very gentle and quiet energy. I was like seeing a picture of, or like a scene of like a small town. So some of you live in like a small town, and I'm seeing like this small town. And I'm seeing white, like not white, yellow. I'm seeing the color yellow a lot. So like yellow flowers, like daffodils or daisies, like almost kind of like weeds in the fields, like open fields. So if you live in like a small town, around near open fields of like weeds and flowers and a lot of like open land. That's what I'm kind of seeing. That's what I'm kind of picking up on. One of the, I don't know if this message will come up again in your reading as the cards come out, but this did come out while I was shuffling, and it was, if you're going to like, seeing someone like go to a party in the month of June, and I feel like at that party, there may be some people you might meet. You may meet like a potential partner or a love interest. It feels kind of like a change, something kind of like a change in dynamic shifting for you. So if some of you Pisces have been having a hard time finding love or finding, an ideal match or partner, I'm kind of feeling like there's some kind of event or party or get together or just kind of going over to like a friend's house. And at that friend's house, there may be like this person that you happen to meet and you guys click really well, like unexpectedly type thing. So I don't know if that's kind of like a side message for some of you. I'm not sure if it'll pop up again in the reading, but I just wanted to put that out there. If some of you are looking for love, I feel like everyone's looking for love, right? Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards here. Let's get these shuffled. Oops. Okay. So the Queen of Cups, I swear, came up like 5 times for you guys. So I feel like you're going to be really, what is it? I'm hearing the word like a master of your own energy. So Pisces, you guys are water energy. And I was kind of seeing like just very cool, calm, collected. I feel like it's going to be quite a peaceful month for you. Like I'm not seeing too much crazy hectic energy or anything. I'm kind of seeing like you're just in your element this month. You're just kind of like flowing. You're flowing along. You're here, you're in the moment, and you're just vibing with the rest of this energy. That you're liking it. It's yours. You're comfortable in it. And then see, I've also the 10 of Cups, which I love. That's like emotional fulfillment and happiness. So I kind of feel like this kind of reminds me of the energy that I was picking up on with some of you might meeting someone like a love interest. And I kind of feel like it maybe for some of you, you are going to meet the one. Maybe that will be the one for you and he'll be perfect or she'll be perfect. And that's it's as simple as that. And for others of you, it could just be this, like a nice, I'm hearing like different from what you normally would choose or who you normally would go for. And you kind of be, kind of surprised at how much you resonate or click with someone who's a little bit different from your usual type. That's kind of like the energy that I was picking up on. And it's going to be with the Ace of Swords with that. I was kind of feeling like that it may require you to kind of get out of your head a little bit and follow your heart. And instead of thinking with like your mind, like analytically, like, oh, I want a potential partner that has like A, B, and C, like these bullet points. And instead kind of like get out of that mind frame and, and just kind of like don't not use your mind, but just kind of balance them both. Like don't ignore your intuition or your gut instinct. So kind of have a balance between both. And I kind of feel like you guys are going to do that this month. Like you are going to listen to more of your instincts and your intuition. rather than just logically try to like decide. Yes. I will move the cards around as I go into them. Yeah, I feel like this month is going to be mostly relationships for you guys. This month, it looks like I guess it's going to be about love here. Okay, it kind of feels like it's new beginnings this month, almost. There's this there's like this freshness too. There's this like calming, fresh, new budding energy with June. I feel like some of you are also starting out in new creative ventures. I'm seeing more entrepreneurial type of energy, so more of a okay. So I heard just off tangent from what I was speaking about before. If you do have a kind of like a love offer or someone kind of approaching you with this with that energy, I kind of feel like you may find yourself being a little bit guarded. You may find yourself like not wanting to come off. I heard like not wanting to come off as desperate or like not wanting to come off in that way. So you want to appear cool and calm and like you got your stuff together. So I'm going to pull a clarifying card for that. So I'm just but that is what I picked up on. Okay. And then we have the star card with the 9 of Wands. Okay. I don't think this is you don't have too much of a crazy energy this month, Pisces. With the 9 of Wands and the star, I kind of feel like you've learned some of those difficult lessons. And I see two different things going on for you, Pisces. So some of you, it's relationships. And for others of you, it's business or it's like your own. I feel like this is more for people who own their own businesses, especially those who are kind of creative with projects. Like if you're someone that kind of owns an Etsy shop, your own website, that kind of thing. I kind of feel like there were a lot of hard lessons learned. And you are kind of manifesting what you finally like. Your manifestations are finally coming into fruition because you've kind of went through those difficult lessons and you've learned what works and what doesn't. And so you're kind of going about things in a very balanced way between your heart and your mind. That's what I'm feeling like. It's kind of like the third time's a charm type energy. Like okay, you did it once and you learned some lessons from that. And then you did something else a second time. So whether that's relationship or a business or like work, it's like the first time, you went into it and you learned these difficult lessons and that taught you something and you took that with you into the second relationship or business. And now it's kind of like, it's almost like you've learned what you needed to learn. And you've learned like who to trust. I feel like with this Knight of Cups, you're learning like you learned who to trust and who to not. And so you kind of don't really, you really use this Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords and you also have the Queen of Swords down here as well. So it's kind of like mastering, like knowing how to balance between exactly your head, your heart, your gut. Like knowing which one to listen to. Because I feel like before you went into it with a little bit more naivety, like you weren't too sure, like you were learning, like that was part of the process. You're learning, what are the signs of someone when they lie to you? Or what are the signs of like what works for a business and what doesn't, or where should I put my energy and my money, or where should I kind of hold back a little bit more. So I kind of feel like you are starting out on this new adventure, either in relationships or work, or it could be both. Maybe both are going on for you. And I kind of feel like you are a master at it. Like you mastered something. And because of that, you're able to manifest what you really want with the star card. I feel like the Emperor here is actually you, Pisces. I feel like that's the energy that you're bringing into with this month. And then you personally, I feel like you're very goal oriented this month. So you kind of have your eyes like focused. I'm hearing the word focused. So like very, very focused on your goals and what you want. So if it's, and that's, I feel like in anything, like whatever it is that you have your heart set on, or whatever you have your eyes set on, I see you working very hard, focused, and diligent with whatever it is. I almost feel like I don't even need to really clarify the cards, but I will. Okay, so Emperor, clarifying card for the Emperor. Wow, okay. Yeah, so there were a lot of challenges. There were a lot of things that you had to learn, hard lessons that you needed to learn, and you mastered them. You did learn them. And I almost kind of feel like Spirit kept course correcting you. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So Spirit was like course correcting you, and I'm getting drawn to the crown on top of the Tower card here. And I feel like the crown, it's like the crown is getting knocked off, but here the Emperor is wearing his crown. So I kind of feel like you had to work hard for that crown. Like you had to have that crown knocked off of you multiple times in order for you to be able to like own it. Because you like understood. I mean, like there's another crown here actually with the ace. Like that's amazing. And then you also have the ace. Like there's like this regal royaltiness about this month for you, Pisces. Like you're a master, you're an authority over your life and over the things that you want to manifest. Okay, Three of Wands. Yeah. Learning like what, yeah, exactly. With this card, I felt like it's the same energy. Like, what to focus on and what to not focus on. Like, what are you going to bring with you? What's worth it to you? And then with here, you have the 10 of Wands. So putting down unnecessary weight, putting that down, you have to let a lot of things go. I feel like you went through a really big transition or transformation, Pisces. And now it's starting to, I'm hearing like you're going to start seeing like all that hard work, like all that like inner work. I mean, also outer work, but like that inner work, like the growth that you had to go through. You're going to start seeing signs of that. Like, oh, that's why I learned that lesson. Because I'm being able to use those lessons now in my life. And not letting people kind of interfere and I kind of feel like that's with the seven of Wands, like not letting people interfere in your hopes, dreams, and goals. Like you have learned to become the main character in your own life. And I feel like that's the energy that the Queen of Cups and the Emperor are bringing in is like, you've learned that like, I dictate or I decide what's okay to have in my life and what's not. And I set my boundaries. Like you're very good at that. And that has allowed you to kind of start over and to go into something new with this. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. Like I'm confident. I may not know exactly what's coming up ahead of me, but I'm going into it with a sense of confidence and a surety. Clarifying card for Ace of Wands, please. Yeah, you really had to walk away from something. And now it's like your new beginning. So like lessons learned, there were a lot of lessons learned there. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, sorry, I had some cards pop out for you. Okay, so in your present position, we had a few cards here. We had the Eight of Pentacles, and the clarifying cards, we have the Magician, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So yeah, again, manifesting with these is kind of like manifesting by your hard work and what you know how to do. I feel like you're honing your skill, honing your craft, applying the mastery, like applying what you know and using that, using those strengths so you can benefit. Like stacking the scale in your favor. And I feel like with the Five of Cups and Three of Cups, I feel like, again, there was this, it's like you've learned, this is interesting because I feel like you have work and relationship. So I think there's going to be both happening for you, Pisces. There's going to be stuff happening on the work front and in the relationship front. And I kind of feel like, again, with the Three of Cups, I feel like with the Three of Cups, I feel like there is going to be some kind of like get together or some kind of party, or I just keep seeing that scene over and over again. And I kind of feel like it'll renew your hope from something that felt like a major disappointment. I feel like it will help heal that. Like you'll almost like you may have had gone through like a breakup or gone through some kind of disappointing relationship, either with friends or within a love relationship. And I feel like you're starting to kind of get out there again. You're starting to put yourself out there again. And I feel like that will kind of help slough off some of that energy. Like you'll start to let that energy go of disappointment and sadness. Like your hope is being renewed. I feel like I really like that. It's like moving on. You're moving on. You're ready to move on. I feel like you've spent that time that you needed to spend with yourself. And I feel like you're ready to kind of put yourself back out there, but in a more guarded and protective way. Like you're going into it very calculated. And the queen of, like you're very calculated. Like you know how to like watch out for yourself. I feel like. Okay, Knight of Cups. Clarifying card for Knight of Cups. Clarifying card for Seven of Wands. Yeah. So lots of generosity for you this month. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Seven of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups and the Temperance. So again, like kind of balancing yourself. So whatever offers, I feel like there's going to be a lot of love offers. There's a lot of generosity, you might be very magnetic this month, Pisces. Like you might have a lot of people coming to you, a lot of people kind of drawn to you. But then again, I always remember with the Seven of Cups, not everything and not all your options are always like good options. You have the choices and options there, but it doesn't mean that you should pick every single one of them. So you want to pick the ones that are in most resonant with you. So I feel like whatever offers come to you, I feel like you know how to kind of balance yourself and pick out what's really good for you and what you can kind of let fall to the wayside. And I feel like you'll do a very good job with that. And same thing with here. It's like, I feel like that's what you were working for. Like that's what you wanted to be able to, manifest. I feel like you wanted to learn how to set your boundaries and attract the right kinds of people and the right kinds of opportunities for you. So you were kind of like tired of just like having like a random mix of things coming to you and not really knowing like, how to pick. I feel like in this case, you know how to do that now. Like, how to decipher and discern. Very good at discernment this month. Beautiful. Okay. So let's pick out some oracle cards for you, Pisces. What is Pisces' challenge for the month of June 2021? Stand still and focus. Okay. I kind of feel like you might have so many options that it may keep you a little bit like you might find yourself a little bit stuck in knowing what to choose. So you might take a bit of time to assess like, what do I want and what I don't want? Because these are your challenge cards. That's what I'm picking up on, that you're going to have so many offers or options coming to you this month, whether it's in work or in love or even friendships. And that kind of stalling or that kind of energy of, well, let me be careful. Let me be careful, maybe a bit too guarded. You know, maybe there's that energy of being a bit too guarded because you're afraid of getting hurt and you're afraid of things going wrong. Okay, what is Pisces' hope card? Abundance and action. Wow, I love that. And you have one more actually. Community. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, so with this, I kind of saw that there is going to be, I feel like this is specific for work, with the community card, I feel like there might be for some of you like an opportunity to work with like a small group, like a small company, and like a company that's like very in line with the type of work that you do, very focused and very aligned with like what you stand for and what you believe in. So I saw that for like a small group of you, but I think in general, it's kind of like you are putting yourself out there and you're putting yourself forward and you're going to see, I feel like you're going to see immediate results. Like that's what I heard. You're going to see kind of signs of that, like almost right away, like people responding, people liking, people really resonating with whatever it is that you're doing. So either it's in terms of like friendship, like you may kind of go up to someone and introduce yourself and you'll be received well, you know, like people like you, they like your energy. So you'll see that a lot. And I feel like there'll be like this new set of like friendships, a new set of relationships and this new career. I feel like there's this new path ahead for you, Pisces. And you're going to see a lot of that manifesting this month. Wow. I really love this month for you. It's beautiful. Okay. Let's pick out an animal card for you, Pisces. What is Pisces animal for June 2021? Pisces animal for 2021. Ooh, a few. Okay. The chameleon, act as if. Okay. Magic works through you. And learn from the past. I love that because that's what a lot of these cards were, like learning from the past, like walking away from what doesn't serve you. And you're using that knowledge and that wisdom. I mean, like Pisces, you're a very wise sign. And you're using that. And that's interesting because I did say that you're in your element with the Queen of Cups. This month, you're in your element. You're going to use those like natural gifts that you have to be able to manifest. And I love this, the chameleon spirit act as if it's kind of like, you know what you're going for and you know how to do it. There's this mastery about you. Magic works through you. I feel like with this card, there's this, there's surrender. I'm hearing the word surrender. Like you're just surrendering to the flow. Okay, is your flower? Giant spider lily, lightness, lightheartedness, free your mind. Are you craving a sense of freedom and effortlessness? Giant spider lily shines light into our blind spots, illuminating areas of our life that are stagnant or in need of fresh energy. It helps us feel light as a feather, unfettered and free. I love that. Yeah, it's like this. And I saw that in the beginning of the reading where I was seeing like the yellow flowers. There's this peacefulness and yeah, lightness. There's a lightness to it. Calm, peaceful, light. I love that. Okay, Pisces, you have a really beautiful month ahead of you. I hope you enjoy it. And you start seeing those manifestations that you've been working so hard on. Okay, Pisces, I will see you for July. Thanks.